Data breaches are a massive worldwide problem. By the end of this year, data breaches will cost the world $10.5 trillion annually, more than half the value of the gross domestic product of China, and more than a third of the GDP of the United States. A data breach typically costs an organization upwards of $5 million in damages, downtime, and security upgrade measures. In Australia last year, we had 175 data breaches, including large organizations such as Optus, Medibank, NAB, MyGov, PayPal Australia, Toyota, and many others. Why are these data breaches occurring, and what can be done to protect against them? Which brings us to the issue of perimeter security. Perimeter security, much like this diagram, involves closing and locking all doors and entrances to your sensitive data. And the key to opening any of these doors is knowing the correct password. You may be interested to learn that 80% of data breaches are the result of weak, reused, or stolen passwords. But what happens if an attacker manages to open one of these doors? Typically, once an attacker gains entrance via a compromised password, they will elevate privileges and begin to move laterally. It is only a matter of time before they gain access to sensitive data. Often access is gained by stealth and remains undetected even during extensive security audits. The question is, if all this is true and so many well-known organizations have been breached, how is it possible to stop data breaches from occurring? The answer is Salvanote. What would happen if you literally spent the last 5 years working on this problem and taking apart everything the industry knows about encryption and security, and then putting it back together with a proprietary encryption process that would prevent all known types of data breaches? This is exactly what our security experts did here at Salvanote. The result is a suite of security products that does exactly that. While these products are still in development, the fact that Salvanote's security and encryption process can protect from all known types of data breach is revolutionary. SDS, Salvanote Document Safe, is the first cab off the rank in the suite of security products. It safely protects sensitive customer documents, such as driver's licenses, passports, and other customer-submitted files. If Optus or Medibank had been using SDS when they were breached, no customer documents would have been disclosed or leaked online. The power of SDS in providing impenetrable storage of sensitive documents cannot be overstated. So let's dive right in and take a tour of SDS. SDS initially obtains end customer input, as shown in this diagram. First, the end customer visits the organization website and clicks the button to upload documents. Then the end customer fills in form fields as required and selects the documents they wish to provide. This would be very common in a registration type scenario where the end customer is required to upload, for instance, their driver's license. Then files and entered data are end-to-end encrypted on the end customer's computer before being sent to SDS. No user data is seen or retained by SDS. The SDS process continues in this next diagram, which displays the cloud server infrastructure and what happens there. Only end-to-end encrypted data arrives at the infrastructure, and this encrypted data is invulnerable to infrastructure attack, as I will explain shortly. Due to our proprietary encryption process, any infrastructure attack, whether external or internal, is thwarted. The decryption keys are not stored in the infrastructure of the organization or SDS, making the data invulnerable to disclosure. Additionally, SDS systems and staff cannot access this data. This is where the magic happens. An attack, no matter how sophisticated, would never be able to decrypt the customer's documents due to SDS's proprietary encryption process. The final step in the SDS process relates to the admin dashboard, as shown in the diagram. The organization receives notification that a customer has submitted data, and an authorized SDS user then logs in to SDS via their user account. The SDS user then navigates to the relevant customer submission and opens it. And on any number of authorized devices, the files and entered data are downloaded temporarily and decrypted temporarily in the user's browser and displayed in a secure viewing window with no download option. In conclusion, SDS, Salvanote Document Safe, is a must-have weapon in the defense against cybersecurity attacks and data breaches. Protecting sensitive customer documents avoids a costly $5 million cleanup campaign and loss of customer goodwill. It really is a must-have utility. For more information about Salvanote and its SDS product, please visit salvanote.com.